Hey guys, thanks for stopping in this week. Today I'm going to be reviewing these motorcycling gloves from INBIKE. So about 3 to 4 weeks ago, this company reached out to me to do a review on one of their products because they're looking to move to North America and Europe. Right now they're based in Asia. They've been around since 2007. Basically they said, pick anything you want off the website, we'll send it to you, give us an honest review. So that's what I'm doing. Um, this is what I picked. These motorcycling gloves. These are one of the more premium products they sell. They they look huge with that camera angle. Anyway, these are nice, like firm, well-built gloves. You can see they have that hard protective case on the back to protect your knuckles in a crash, which is super good for motorized bikes because if you ride them a lot, you are going to crash. We also have some hard-ish knuckle protectors on the finger joints as well. That will come in handy. Basically, these are supposed to be like an everyday riding glove that is going to be waterproof and cold temperature resistant and weather resistant. So you should be able to use these like 3 out of the 4 seasons, which is pretty much the only time you're going to be riding a motorcycle. And if you're in North Dakota, 1 out of the 4 seasons, like me. Unless you're insane and sometimes go on freak rides when it's icy and snowy, like I sometimes do. Anyway, let's get into the sizing of these gloves. So basically, you just measure your hand at the top of the palm. You're getting the circumference there. And then you just look up on their size chart. You can convert it to centimeters if you need to. And then they send you the gloves. Takes about a week to 10 days to get here. Not that bad considering you're going across the Pacific. But yeah, let's check out the sizing, see how well they did compared to their size chart. So that is pretty darn good. Go ahead and tighten this up here. They're flexible, they fit my hand well. The fingers leave a little bit, probably an extra ½ inch, which for my hand size, that's pretty normal. Of what you'd expect for gloves, but the fitment could be better. I'm going to give it about an 8 out of 10 on fitment, but it has decent dexterity. They fit. Make sure they both fit. Sometimes that's an issue. You'll get one that's good and one that's horribly inaccurate. They have a really nice soft inner shell, which is good and comfy for longer rides. So yeah. So I'm medium, and we're looking at about half of that tension being used on the adjustment, and they both fit decently well, relatively comfortable. Only complaint, a little bit long in the fingers. And they pull off nice too after you've adjusted them, which that's a plus. So next thing I want to talk about, they are advertised for, best I can translate is extreme riding, makes extreme riding safer. The language is a little clunky, being that it's from Asia, but don't get me wrong, these are high quality. You can tell from, I don't know if I can get that in focus, but the stitching, like even around the knuckle plate here, they took their time. There's not like strings hanging out or anything. And up here too, like that is a well-built glove. So they know what they're doing, but anyway, basically I'm going to be testing a few of the claims here. It says it makes extreme riding safer. I don't know if I'd advertise these for extreme riding. Granted, I don't do a lot of that, but this material, it's like kind of like the softer end of leather. Granted, it is very well padded, but I don't know if you can see that I can push on it that much. I don't think I'd use this for like extreme off-road, like dirt biking or anything where there's pointy rocks or gravel for racing or anything. But for motorized bikes, just putzing around at like 20 to 25, this is going to be just fine for me. And we have, you know, P-rock embedded asphalt in the streets, and this should be able to take a tumble or two on the palm plenty of times. So I have no concerns there. Also, it does have this nice little visor wiper, so if you get rain up there, you can just wipe it off. That's a cool feature. Usually I'm just using like old mechanics gloves, and they're always full of grease, and you try to like wipe your visor and you just make it 10 times worse. So that is really cool. But it is a really nice thick pad. So I mean, if you do have that bang moment, it's going to take up some of the shock. And then if you take the time to tuck and roll like you should, that's going to provide a lot of protection. You're not going to get busted knuckles from this. So other thing I wanted to test here is, this is a bold claim. So it says that it's hydrophobic surface on the inner and outer membrane to allow you to ride when it's rainy or snowy. Basically, they're saying all weather conditions, you can ride these and you're going to stay dry. In my experience, that's not always the case. So let's go take this glove over to the sink and see what we get. All right, full steam ahead. Holy shit. Yeah, those are actually super waterproof. Alright, as you saw, we passed the waterproof test with flying colors. Basically, I don't know if this is showing up, all that there is a few little beads of water in the little cracks here. Nothing actually got through to the glove. It is still super bone dry on the inside. And the only other thing I wanted to mention here, let me adjust my camera. Basically, with the softer palm, that is a trade-off so that you have better dexterity of your controls. So I'm not going to complain about a little bit soft palm if it means I can still use the kill switch and the throttle on my bike. Anyway, that's about all I have to say on these gloves. They're well built. They fit reasonably well, aside from a little bit long of fingers for me, but I don't have super big hands. So, yeah, they seem like a decent glove. I'm definitely going to start wearing these instead of my greasy old mechanics gloves when I go riding my bike. They have a whole bunch of other products on their website too for just like regular cycling stuff. They got vests that are high vis. They've got jackets, pants, cycling gloves for mountain biking, for road racing, whatever you do, they got it. They even have like heated winter like motorcycling gloves with batteries in them, and everything has a temp range on there to tell you like what type of climate and weather conditions it's going to be most comfortable for. So that's super helpful. And because I've reviewed these gloves, my subscribers, you guys get 15% off if you decide to buy any of their products. So just use the code BK15, and that's at inbike.cc. I'll go ahead and throw a link in the description and then copy that code down there as well. So you have it in text, but that's BK15, and you'd use that when you check out at inbike.cc, and that works for all products on their website, gloves, shirts, jackets, vests, shorts, literally anything. And the shipping, like I said, super reasonable. It took 9 days exactly for me to get these gloves from China. I think it was Guangzhou, if I pronounce that correctly. Anyway, Hangzhou. So yeah, that's super reasonable. It's not like a Wish.com situation where you're getting some cheap shit and it takes like 2 months to get here. This is like actually premium gear, and you get it in like the same amount of time as you'd get something from like LA and if you live in the Midwest or on the East Coast. So that is not bad at all. Anyway, there are going to be more motorized bike videos coming up on the channel soon. Hopefully one day we'll get a GoPro so we have a little bit safer camera set up for rides. I wanted to do more of those like vlog style rides. I think they're a lot of fun. Anyway, if you like this video, go ahead, subscribe. I got more motorized bike content with building bikes and riding bikes. And if you like it, give it a thumbs up as well. I'll see you next time, guys.